Controversy, the Northwest Bronx Community and Clergy Coalition, the Kingsbridge National Ice Center partners have reached a community benefits agreement, ensuring that the redevelopment of the Kingsbridge Armory will be an economic engine for Bronxites. And we are pleased now to be joined by Ms. Desiree Pilgram-Hunter, who is the co-founder of KARA, and Elisabeth Ortega, who is the member of Concrete Green, to discuss the environmental and economic aspects of this new agreement. And we welcome you now to open that. Ladies, the first thing I got to say is it pretty much has to be an exciting time because it's been a long time coming. I've been covering this for a long time and we've been waiting. So finally it looks like something's about to happen.
Well, Darren, thank you for having us on the show. And just to tell you how long, this campaign is 18 years old. And I've been working on it for the 10 years of that 18. And so we are deliriously happy that we have finally gotten a community benefits agreement, which was signed last Thursday, to secure benefits for the community. Mm-hmm. So we are very much, at a point where the community wins.
And we talk about this rink, and it's going to be about a $275 million building. Elizabeth, give us a little bit about what we're going to see in the building.
Well, in terms of green, which I'm really excited for, we're actually going to see, we actually got them to have a goal of geothermal, which we're really excited for because it's when you use the core temperature of the earth to actually heat or cool down the actual building. And so that could be used for the refrigerant of the ice rinks. Mm-hmm. And so they're going to use that. We got them to agree to using non-toxic refrigerants. And we also got them to agree to a green action plan. So there's about 5 pages of greening the armory within the CBA. And so what a green action plan is, an actual concrete plan where members of the community will be writing a plan with the developers to make sure that every possible green aspect is filled within the armory. And
it's got to be a good feeling knowing, first of all, that you have this green initiative going on.
Yes.
So you have the green, you've got the community who has a part in it. Because for a long time, people were upset about the fact of there was going to be little or no community participation or listening to. To be able to have the community partnership, what does that mean?
Everything. This campaign started with the community, and we have to live with whatever is built at the armory. And so one of the things that we're proudest of is that we have achieved living wage jobs, wall to wall. Every person that walks into our full-time, part-time, contractor, temporary, gets living wages plus benefits. Mm-hmm. We were also able to achieve 51% targeted hiring, which means of Bronx residents. So there will be more Bronx residents working in this particular building than in any of the others that have come before. We have even more, I'm more happy about this, is 52,000 square feet of community space that they're going to build out state of the art. So that most of the community told us that they were concerned. I mean, in this community, ice sports, predominantly Caribbean kind of community is kind of a hard sell, but we were able to partner with the developer and explain to them that we needed to have something else there that spoke to the other community needs. And so they were able to agree to this community space that will house other activities and some other sports. We also were able to get priority access because again, the community said, well, we don't want folks coming in from elsewhere and getting all the goodies and not us. And so we were able to get them to specifically give priority access to Bronx residents. And then in terms of the rinks, to Bronx Title I schools and their families, and to 501c3 nonprofits.
Mm-hmm. And so when you talk about community participation, obviously a great thing. In this economic environment, we know that one of the things that's been talked about is job creation and the fact that we're looking for job creation. Are you satisfied with the fact of the job creation component that's actually going to emanate out of this?
Yes, specifically because we looked a little bigger than just job creation. Mm-hmm. We looked at creating these approximately 280 living wage jobs, but also we challenged the developer and pushed them to invest in the businesses in the community and to help our community go into business. Mm-hmm. So there's an entrepreneurial piece in terms of a business incubator that will be part of the community space to make sure that they will encourage and help our folks go into business, and we got local procurement. So that means that the Bronx business, that anything they want to buy before they go outside the Bronx, they have to get it from our local Bronx businesses to help them grow.
Wow, beautiful. Now, I know you're really excited about the fact that everything's going to be green,
Yes.
the green component
Yes.
in there. But speak to this, because as we've been talking and seeing development across New York City, a lot of people are now going green.
Yeah.
Big thing for you, of course, is the fact that it's going green. But what is going green? Somebody's out there saying, listen, all right, what's the going green thing all about? Explain to them what going green is and how it's going to benefit us.
Well, I mean, the Bronx, like for instance, the Bronx has a really high rate of asthma. We have, high rates of obesity. One of the things that we were able to do was we were able to get them to say that all jobs within the facility would be categorized as a green job. So that ranged throughout all of it. I think something that we were really excited for in terms of local procurement was that would also create more jobs. But in terms of greening stuff, whether it have been solar panels, geothermal, rainwater capture, waste management systems, we had got them to agree to doing a yearly $10,000 scholarship for people in the community of the Bronx to then go learn how to do those types of things so that they can come back to the community and green up the Bronx. So it's not only about greening up the Armory, but in terms of like making sure that the whole Bronx it can become green and become more energy efficient. And it's not just about energy efficiency, it's also about educating people about what green is, right? And so we think that with all these green initiatives that are going into the Armory, it'll also be a good place for people to visit to see all these awesome energy efficient initiatives that are happening in the Armory. We got them to agree to like no fast food within the Armory. And
Really?
that's huge. They was like, yeah, we're not gonna have any fast food and we're gonna look to local vendors to, provide food for the community. We got them to agree to like no alcohol advertisements, no tobacco advertisements, which is, good. So it's not only the green aspects in terms of like gardening or, light bulbs or solar panels, but also educating people about what that is.
So and I know both of you guys are excited about that. Just to be able to get that community benefits agreement and to really have those benefits actually put out there. How hard was this?
Well,
it was hard.
Yeah, yes.
We're talking years, because like I told you at the beginning,
Yeah.
I've been covering this for years,
Right.
since I almost first started here with the Kingsbridge Armory and seeing the transition. But how hard has it been for you guys?
Well, let's put it this way. We have achieved the singular best community benefits agreement to date. It's one that is going to change the face of the community development going forward. And the reason I say that is that 30 organizations are signatories in the Bronx. Organizations are signatories to this community benefits agreement, are going to watch to make sure that this community benefits agreement is actually instilled, that it is done, and it is enforceable. And to difficulty, anything good, there's a struggle. And so we've had to partner with the developer, and it's become a really good partnership. Develop a relationship, which is the foundation, and grow through that relationship, push when we had to push, fall back when we had to fall back. We've had to work with our local electeds. We've had to work downtown, uptown, all around the town just to get
thousands of meetings.
Yes, 8 to 10 hour long meetings, a lot of conferences, a lot of planning, a lot of strategic conversations about how to get to the end goal, which was for the community to win. And we did that successfully.
When did you know that there was really that break, that this is going to happen and we could do this and we can make that turn? About what time in this process did you say it's going to happen?
Last Thursday.
What we signed. Right. Really?
I'm a real practical gal, so for me, it's just until you sign on the dotted line,
nothing's real.
No,
right?
Because this is a possibility and a reality that we have dreamed of, but there's you have to be practical about these things, and that this is a building, a gorgeous building that has challenges. It's doubly historically landmarked. It's been abandoned for more than 18 years, and there's going to be a lot of work that has to get done. But when it's done, we will have the crown jewel of the Bronx.
That's beautiful. And for many people, we know that it's supposed to be, now let me finish what I'm saying, it's supposed to be 2019, but you have an exclusive for us here on Open. The 2019 was when they said it was supposed to be finished, at least that's what media reports are saying. We're hearing what now?
Between 2017 and 2018.
Beautiful,
Yes.
beautiful. So that'll be fast, that'll be about a couple of years ahead of what's been reported.
Right. The other thing is that I know that local Bronx businesses have been very concerned about what would happen to their businesses as a result of this development. And one of the things we were able to do was to secure monies for them to be able to get grants to upgrade their facades, the ones directly and closest to the Armory, so that they can get spruced up and complement the Armory so that they can attract business that's going to be coming. This is going to be a state-of-the-art National Ice Sports Center. And with that, they're looking to attract people not only locally and citywide and statewide, but across the world and the country. And they have created a sports foundation for the children, Bronx Title I school children, who will be able to be tutored every day after school, but they have partnered with Mark Messier, Sarah Hughes, and possibly Napala Anton-Ono to be able to bring together and bring children of color into this sport, not only on the ice, but behind the scenes. So including our colleges to sports medicine, engineering, sciences, all of that is going to involve the entire community and not just stay local to the Armory. So the whole community has been included in this project.
So, Elizabeth, before we leave, how do people get involved in knowing more about the green process and what they can do to play a part in this as well?
Well, we could go to our website, which is www.northwestbronx.org, or you can contact the KARA organizer. Her name is Amanda Altman at 718-584-0515, extension 520.
Okay, and so Desiree, for those people who want to know more about the project, timetables, things of that nature, what do they do?
The same thing. They call Amanda Altman at northwestbronx.org or at her phone, 718-584-0515, extension 520.
Well, certainly, congratulations. We're excited about it. I think it's been a long time coming. We've been watching this process unfold, unfold, and unfold, and unfold, and I'm so glad right now that it's finally come together.
Yes.
$275 million state-of-the-art center coming right here to the borough of the Bronx. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right.